What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As the title probably hints off, I'm going to be doing a review on the beast stand and stick as a combo. If you're familiar, if you've watched any of the videos I did on the custom gear stuff, I've had the 1.0, the 0.5, and I've had both the single step minis and the doubles. So I'm very familiar with the custom gear stuff, and I'd actually planned to get the 0.75 with the mesh seat. But this last weekend I went to the Mississippi Wildlife Extravaganza and I saw the Beast Gear banner, and I thought to myself, there's no way that the Hunt Beast guys are here. And sure enough, Rick was there with two other guys from Light 'em Up Outdoors, and they had their stand and sticks there. So I decided, why not? Might as well go check it out, because I've never seen the beast stand in person, but I was very familiar with the sticks because I've had some friends and people I know that just run the Beast Gear sticks, and they love them. So I knew that the sticks were money. I just never got them because I didn't like the way that they packed with other stand configurations. So anyway, one thing that held me off kind of from ever considering the beast stand is just how big the pictures look, how big the stands looked in the pictures. And it is a lengthy stand, it's 29 inches, but honestly, I'm glad it's 29 inches. I wouldn't change a thing about the stand. For me personally, I think the stand is perfect for what I like. The 1.0, I had it was fine. It's pretty much the same exact dimensions as an Assault 2 if you're familiar with that stand. And I like the 1.0. I just got rid of it because I said, you know, I wanted to try the 0.5, the smaller stand that they came out with, and it had a couple more bells and whistles on it, as far as a little bit more ear tags in the platform and some texture to the platform itself. So I sold it, and I got the 0.5, and I didn't end up liking it nearly as much as I hoped I would. Honestly, I used it as both a saddle tree stand platform, and then I used it mostly as a tree stand, and I didn't like it. I think I would have liked it more if I would have had the taller seat post, but I just couldn't. I didn't love it, so I ended up selling it, and I was actually in the market for the 0.75 with the mesh seat. And that brings me to this stand. I went to the Extravaganza and saw the Beast Gear stuff, and I figured I'd give it a try. So here it is. I ended up buying a beast stand, and I bought 3 sticks, and I actually ended up winning these 4 in a raffle. So anyway, let's get back to the reason that I didn't consider the beast stand in the first place. Was, like I said, it just looked like a huge stand to me. And of course, when it came out, everybody's familiar with the beef between the Dan Infalt and Andre and all that hoopla. But to me, I could personally care less about all that. I'm not really a biased person to pick size or whatever. I'm a hunter and I want to use what works. So that's what the custom gear came to market first. It had a lot of buzz. I got it, and I think the Beast Gear came out the year after that. But like I said, I was kind of already using the custom gear stuff, and I knew it worked, so that's what I got. But I was worried about the beast stand. For one, the platform. You can see this hole here, and the pictures, it just looked like a humongous hole. I was worried that my feet were going to get, topple over in the hole. And actually, on one of the first production models that Dan actually, his personal stand, he didn't come out to production to sell any, but it looked like this piece right here wasn't even in here, and it just looked like a huge hole, which he did have. I think in the one picture I saw, this was used as a bow holder as well. But another thing negative that I saw on just forums and stuff is the seat to this stand. A lot of people were complaining, oh, it's a cheap seat. Actually, they may not even came with the seat when they first started selling, but now they do. But I saw a lot of people complain about how cheap these seats are, And honestly, yeah, it's not $100 seat. It's not as cool as the custom gear stuff as far as the graphics and whatnot go. But I can honestly say I much prefer this seat over the custom gear stuff, because the custom gear seats, they were just too mushy, and I could feel all this material in the seat under my butt, and it just hurt. And I can tell you, I hadn't hunted this stand. I just got it last weekend, but just sitting in it 10 minutes at a time, this seat definitely is a lot better for me personally than the custom gear stuff, because it's a lot more firm. So I do plan on running this seat, but if I end up not liking it for several hours at a time, I did pick up a Brad Davis seat. There's a mesh seat that will fit with this post, as well as the Assault 2s, and I believe the XOPs will work with anything with the 1.25" seat post. But this is just kind of, if I don't like this, I got that. And if I do end up liking this and don't need that, I may just throw that on an XOP or something. I just kind of got that just in case. And anyway, so this stand is 16 inches wide across, which is a ½ inch longer actually than the 0.5, and it's 29 inches long, which the 0.5 I believe is 23 inches long. I can't remember the length on the 1.0, but I think the 0.75 is 27 inches long. So this is, in my opinion, perfect. 'Cause the width didn't bother me on the 0.5, it was the length. Felt like my feet were kind of hanging over, and with that short seat post, I felt like I was cramped sitting down in it. So this has a 21 inch seat post, 29 inch long platform, and 16 inches wide. And one thing I like a lot about this stand that I didn't expect to like was actually how the sticks conform with the stand. So if you look here, it's got a little threaded insert right there that the sticks go into, and this is a rod I purchased for that. It's actually for 3 sticks. Like I said, I bought 3 and actually ended up winning 4. So how this works is you thread that through, and I got a stealth strip on it now. Of course, I'm going to stealth strip all of this also. May include that in the video. But anyway, you put it like that, you tighten down this rod, and it makes everything super compact. So there it is, and I could probably tighten a little bit more, but there it is. I mean, it's light, it's compact, and I just think that's super cool with these minis, how those attached that way. And the B stand in general, it's a much more simple stand than the custom gear stuff in a way. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles like the ear tabs in the platform or the locking seat shelf, which there is a way for this to lock, and I actually have quite a few things on the way in the mail from Genesis 3D Printing that's going to make this a locking seat shelf like the custom gear. But I do like this a lot more, because when I was running my doubles with the custom gear, I just ran it along the I was running it along the seat post, and it wasn't as compact as I wanted, because once I had the custom gear sticks on here plus a bag if I carried one, it was just it got to be real lengthy. So with those sticks packing that way, I've got plenty of room to put a bag here and just bungee it or just strap it any way I want to the platform. So I like that a lot, and I think I'm gonna stick with this setup. I'm really hoping that that'll be the case, because I like this stand a lot so far. Hadn't hunted in it, but just sitting in it and testing it out, I really like it a lot. And some people were complaining about the flex and stuff, but my custom gear stuff flex. I mean, this material, with it being milled out of one solid sheet of aluminum, it's meant to have flex. If you couldn't do that with the sand cast or the cast aluminum stuff, because it would just snap and break. These are meant to flex. So it doesn't bother me. I'm only 180 pounds. If I was up towards a 275 weight limit, maybe it would bother me more, but it doesn't bother me enough at all to even be concerned about it. So anyway, I do have the stand kit from Stealth Strips, and also I've got some stuff for getting on my sticks, putting them on my sticks, which I've got my other 3 that I bought disassembled. That way I don't have to worry about that. These 4, I'm just kind of, like I said, I won those, so any buddies that want to use them and try them out, I'll lend them out as needed, and I'll probably end up stealth stripping them in the future, or maybe I'll get one of my buddies to stealth strip them if they want to use them. But anyway, that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm just gonna get the stand kit put on, and I'll be back right after I do that to show you how I like that. So, all right, here it is finished up. It was a lot more time consuming than I originally expected it to be, but it turned out really good. Kind of pain in the butt when you get here, making each one of these cuts on the top side and the bottom side. It's proved to be time consuming, as well as cutting all of them holes. I could have just left it alone and not cut them, but I just decided to do it anyway. But it really quietened it up a lot. I just put some miscellaneous places where I thought could benefit. Get seat pad off. The tree stand, that kit that you get for the beef stand, includes some for around the seat, the post, the cables, and the perimeter of the stand. Of course, you've got plenty of little extra pieces, and I just stuck some there. That way when you fold it down, that was really the only contact point I noticed right there. A lot quieter than it metal to metal was. Of course, you'll be more careful in the woods, but I got one of these little stick-on, I don't know what you call it, like you're moving furniture or something, little stick-on pad there. And I'm sure it'll wear off or fall off, but just got it there now. I'll do this one-handed, but excuse me. And you can see it just kind of hits on that instead of the plastic piece. It doesn't matter, it's just a finicky thing I did. This little plastic piece, whatever it is, will work fine, I'm sure, and I like that they'll obviously be replaceable if you need. But a lot of people just still strip over it, but I'll put that pad there, and I'm sure it'll wear off. It seems to be sticking really well, but anyway, it just gives a little bit more extra protection there. Maybe extend the life of it a little bit. But yeah, it seems to be really well. It definitely worked. These stealth strips, it's the first time I've ever used any of them. I've used the Lone Wolf custom gear tape before, and there's not a thing wrong with that. That's a great product. That's probably the custom gear may be a little bit better as far as denting them because it's a rubber material, but I just like the feel of this a lot better. And this was, for some reason, a lot harder to cut than the custom gear stuff for some reason, but it's a good thick material. But I definitely think I prefer the stealth strips, but you can't go wrong either way. But I'm gonna fold it down, set this camera up, that way I can I'm gonna put the sticks on here. Everybody heard how loud it was with it just metal on metal contact. And I've got stealth strips for my 3 sticks also. Just I gotta get another X-Acto knife because mine got wore out cutting all them little holes in it. It's just real dull. So anyway, let me set this camera up and I'll get the sticks on there and see how much more quiet it is. Alright, so got 3 sticks, and whatever noise, it's probably just gonna be the sticks because they're these haven't been stealth stripped obviously. But slide it right in here. definitely a lot quieter than it was when I didn't have any steel strips on the post here, and it's just going to be all that more quieter when I finish my sticks. I just got them. These are the 3 wrapped, and these definitely going to be a lot more quiet. But like I said, I'm just waiting on. I got to get another knife tomorrow so I can install these. But these are super easy to install. You just order the 20-inch B-stick steel strips, and they come pre-cut. Of course, I had like 3 or 4 inches of extra anyway, so that was nice. Always nice to have extra stuff left over. And it just installs pretty much like an arrow wrap. I went on the back and pretty much aligned it to where my first wrap was just in the middle of the back of the first stick, and then I just rolled it like you would an arrow wrap until it was all the way on, and it overlapped right there in the seam, so it's perfect. It's gonna be a lot more quiet that way. But I'll probably finish this video tomorrow once I get my other stuff in, get those sticks built back up, and then show how quiet these are. And one good thing about this rod, you can order them for a 2, 3, 4, or 5 stick, whatever you want to run. But they come with a stealth strip included with the rod, so that's really nice. When you're putting it in there, you're not getting metal to metal noise all the way down there. So, but that's it. I'll like I said, finish this video up tomorrow when I get the rest of my stuff in, and do a review on a tree then. So, what's going on, guys? So I got this thing finished up. First off, I've got the Lone Wolf Custom Gear straps and waist belt that I'm using to carry it. Those were just the easiest to get, the most available, so that's what I got. And I got the B-sticks finished up. I've got those still stripped, and as of right now I'm going to be running these Amstel I don't know, the rope aiders. I don't know what they're exactly called, but I got them from Custom Amstel Products. And I got some aiders from Eastern Woods Outdoors, so I get everything taken down and show everybody. One thing to note on the stealth strips, at first when I wrapped my sticks, and my stand too for that matter, where the steps actually bolt on, as well as the antler bracket on the V-stand, I had it all continuously done. I just installed the steps over it, but after watching the video, Dan recommended not doing that, so I went back and took the steps and the antler bracket off, and then cut an area around it so that there's nothing in between the step and the actual the post itself. So that's what I did there. And oh, also on the base stand, you can see I got it kind of lock and shelf like the custom gear stuff. All that is a little piece, 3D printed piece from Genesis 3D Print there, that goes between the post and the seat, and then the screw just kind of, your leveling screw just goes down on that, and then makes it to where it's an actual seat shelf like the custom gear stuff. So that worked out really well. And when I'm not using that, all I got to do is pull this out and it'll just hang loosely. So I'll go ahead and put it on the tree to show everybody. And oh, also I got the Genesis 3D bow hanger. So once I get this thing on the tree, I'll show everybody how that works. It's pretty cool. So just unscrew that, and then I got it kind of just dangling here on a piece of bungee. So we'll go ahead and put it on the tree. This thing is just stupid light. It's hard to tell in the video, but I mean, that's my pinky. I mean, it's crazy how light this is for as big of a stand as it is. Alright, so we'll lift the platform up, get the strap tight, and then I'm gonna give it, push it down, and that should theoretically be cam strap for the most part, or cam lock, excuse me, for the most part. The seat's somewhat level. Then I'm just gonna jump on here, give it a small little bounce, and then I don't think this is necessary, but I'll just give it a small tow hook, and then it's set. So this is the small little block I talked about that I got from 3D Genesis. It's just kind of sitting there on a bungee out of the way, and if I wanted to, I could, you know, do whatever I wanted to, just not bother anything there. It's not hitting anything. Anything it does hit, I got stealth strips, so it shouldn't make any noise. It's out of the way. So now that the stand's on the tree, let's just grab the bow here. So this is the turret from Genesis 3D Printing, and that's pretty much how it works. And if I want to, you know, I can swivel this in or out however I want to. And what's cool about this from others is the amount you can adjust it. I mean, you can adjust the pitch on it for bows with more parallel limbs versus others, and it just gives you a lot of adjustment on there, which I like a lot. So if I'm sitting on the stand, this is how I'd normally just be sitting, and I'd have my bow, something like that, and I feel confident this isn't going to go anywhere. I am, just for the peace of mind, going to carry some Allen wrenches to put in my bag just in case something comes loose. I'll be able to adjust it in the field with no hassle. So that's it. I'm gonna show you what I got on my sticks. I may still end up using the buckle straps, but as of right now, I'm giving this Amstel one last go. I got a little bit bigger diameter piece than I ran in the past, because I've tried daisy chains and I didn't like those at all. So I'm going to try these and give these a go, and if I'm not crazy about these, I'll just go back to the buckle straps. So real quick, before I take the stand off the tree, I'm going to install this seat by Brad Davis. I had a lot of questions and stuff on the Beast forum when I posted a picture of this, and people asked me where I got it and everything. So this is a Brad Davis seat. You just message him on Facebook and he'll get you hooked up. This was last year's model, so this is the only one he had left. So everything he makes now is a tad bigger than this, but some people may prefer that. I actually like this size a lot, so I'm glad I was able to get the little bit smaller seat. But anyway, I'll take this one off and then get this one installed. That way you can see how this one would work. Okay, so here it is with the Brad Davis seat on it. So this has the same adjustability under the seat. Still got the screw so you can level the seat out. It fits anything with an 1.25 inch post. So your Lone Wolf stands, it should fit XOP stands, the B stand, it should work on all of them. So if you get it for some reason don't like it, you could always just throw it on one of those. But I think these seats are $110 shipped from Brad Davis. I could be off, plus or minus 10 bucks, but that should be the prices as of the last time I saw it, which was yesterday. Posted on Mobile Hunters Facebook group. But that's it. I got it stealth stripped, that way, you know, it'd be quieter. But I mean, it is a comfy seat. I mean, it's a mesh seat. It's definitely comfy. I'm still kind of not sure on which I'm going to go with, either the stock seat. I've got stealth stripped with this one. This one's definitely comfy, but honestly, that one's super comfy too. The stock seat's super comfy. I haven't hunted, you know, in the stand yet, so maybe I'll end up preferring this one. But as of right now, I think I plan on rocking the stock seat, and if need be, I have this one I can use. And if I don't end up using this one on the B seat, it can always be put on the Lone Wolf for XOP, like I said, for a preset stand or something. But that's it. That's the Brad Davis seat. I think it looks cool. It works. It's functional. It feels good. So that's one thing I think the industry's been lacking really hard on up until I think this year. Custom Gear started actually and having these on their stand. So M7 I felt like was the bread and butter for years, other than you couldn't adjust the platform or the seat adjustment capabilities with those. And I told M7 for years, if they would have just made those to where they could have had the platform and the seat adjustable, they could have, you know, upcharged $100 on the stands, and they would have sold them out like hotcakes. But now that there's more options for these seats to be on these stands, you know, I feel like they really lost the mark there. For those several years, they could have sold really well on them. Whereas now everybody's got these Brad Davis seats, so nobody wants the M7 stuff, the loud and aluminum sounds of those. So that's it on the B stand. Like I said, it doesn't move there. I mean, I can't hardly feel any movement. I'm sure if you zoom in right there at the end, there's some, but I don't know anybody that's going to be on the end of their stands like that. I'm going to be right here, you know, with the seat up most of the time. I stand to shoot most of the time. I stand while I'm hunting, but I mean, you could shoot, you know, sitting down just fine with these. So but anyway, I'll get the stand off and then we'll go to the sticks and show you what I did there. All right, so these are the sticks. Like I mentioned, they're super quiet and they pack up really well with the Amstel like this. And another thing I did, other than self-stripping, I got these are 8 10-inch 8ers. All they had in stock were the 22s, 16s, and 18s. I wanted the 20s, but I'm kind of glad I went with the 18s now, because they kind of nest perfect right there under that, whereas the 20s would have been kind of sticking up like that. So I'm actually glad I went with the 18s now that I have them. Another thing I did was I've got just some reflector tape right there in the steps themselves. That way when I'm climbing down at night, they're really easy to see. But anyway, I'll get one of these trees and show you how these work. One thing I really like about these stealth strips and stuff, they're super quiet. So I mean, they make almost zero noise putting together. So that's going to be really beneficial at night when I'm in a hurry and everything to get out of there. But anyway, so that's how it's held. It's got a bungee there. You just unloop it. And that's all it is to it. And I think the trucker's hitch is what this is called. And I think this is a 3/16 inch, I think, something like that. But anyway, it's not the small size daisy chains I have. So I'll get this set where I want it, and I'll just throw this around, come under the button, make one loop, and then go through this loop right here. And that's going to give you some leverage to pull it tight. And then I'm going to go back under this loop and behind this strap right here. And I'm going to pop that up, and it should be locked. But just to give me some peace of mind, I'll do a little half hitch here. Of course, I'll be doing this slower and more quiet at night, or sitting up, you know. And then what I'm going to do with my slack, I'm going to set the stick, and then I'm just going to take my slack, kind of roll it around just to where it's kind of out of the way and not hanging down, drooping a bunch. So that's it. The stick's set. Just go up the tree, and it's not moving. It's not making a sound. And these things are just absolutely solid. I love these beast sticks. Croc's not the thing to do climbing with, but as for demonstration purposes, that's it. But if anybody is weary of this stuff, you could always just use a buckle strap here. So if I didn't have another stick to juggle around there, it'd be tighter. Just give that a quick snug and then set it, and there you go. So you don't have as much moving around to do with the cam buckles. Both options will work fine, but I think I'm gonna try these. I think I'm gonna try sticking with the Amstel at first, and like I said, I could always go back to the buckle if need be. So that's it. Also note, I'm not affiliated with any of these products. Nobody cut me a check or gave me any free products. All this was bought with my own money. I was probably able to save a little money on the sticks and the stand because I bought them in person, so I didn't have shipping to pay But everything I bought, stealth strips, the Amstel, every single thing in this video is all bought with my money. So I'm not giving you a biased review. This is my personal preference and my honest review. And it may change. I may not like the Amstel after using it several times in several different scenarios. And likewise with the seat. So as with everything, opinions can change as you use the products and test them in the field. So if you like this video, give me a like, subscribe, comment, whatever. Let me know what you did, what you didn't like, what you would do different. So until the next video, see y'all next time. Hannah, what do you want the people to know?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I bought that stuff with my hard-earned money.
You bought that stuff with my hard-earned money.
Your hard-earned money.
My hard-earned money.
My money's more harder than yours is.